This video is a replay of a webinar that I just had a few hours ago. I just wanted to try something today, which is spend a few minutes with you before the webinar replay, just to recap what we've discussed, what we've seen, the main highlights. So you still have access to the 30 minutes long webinar, but if you just have 4 or 5 minutes or you want to know exactly what we're speaking about, then you're in the right place. We're going to spend the next 4 minutes together just to review this. Today's topic was the perfect welcome flow. That's the topic that was long due here, and I was actually super excited to bring the latest findings and best practices that we've identified recently on Panoramata. So, in case you don't know, a welcome flow, it's the sequence of email, SMSs, notifications that you send to a new person joining your audience, a new person signing up, and you have one goal for this. It's to trigger their first purchase. That's your main goal there. There are 3 things that you should consider. 1, answer the prospect main blockers. Make sure that you can help them answer their objections. 2, present your brand in the right way, your missions, the key benefits that your audience can expect from you. And 3, I love this one, build emotional relationship, build the bond between you and your audience. Those are the 3 core things that you should think about when you're building your welcome flow. And to do this, there are 6 core principles that we are reviewing during the webinar. The first one is conversion, not engagement. That's your goal. Your goal is to trigger a conversion. The second one is the length of your welcome flow should match the length people are taking to make decisions to whether purchase or not. I'm going to say it this way. Usually it's a week for e-commerce products. If you're selling boats, it's probably longer. Then the timing, that's a question that we get often. There's no suspense on this. Best brands are sending a touch point every single day for at least 5 or 7 days. Best brands are usually on 7, 8, 9, 10 days, 1 touch point every single day. The fourth one is multi-channel mix. If you can, add SMSs into the mix. Email is usually the way to start, but if you have the opportunity to do something else, do it. Put your main offer forward. It might not be a discount. 10, 15, 20% discount is usually the way to go. It's your safest bet, but it could be free shipping, a consult, a specific bundle, a welcome kit as well, just to make sure that you can, again, transfer those leads into first-time buyers. And then the story arc. Usually it's introducing yourself as a company, your main mission, your main offer, then give them a sense of community, a sense of VIPness, I'll say it this way, VIPness there, and urgency as well at the end, of course. For this, you'll see during the webinar, we actually review a lot of examples that gives us this 7 days blueprint. So the first email, you should send it immediately. They sign up, they receive an email right away. What I like to see there is just a welcome mail letting them know that they're part of something bigger than just a company. Welcome to the tribe, welcome to the family, welcome to the flock. But it's a welcome email, really just welcoming them. If they signed up for a specific discount, of course, highlight the discount up there right away. But it's really about introducing yourself and your mission as well. Something that I like to do there for the second touch point is just 4 hours later. So they've signed up, they've been welcomed. 4 hours later, this is the right time to actually put forward your offer again, but really straight to the point email featuring your offer. Something that I like to see happening there is actually sending a plain text email as if it was sent from Gmail, from the founder or from someone else from the company, but just a really simple email, just, hey, we're here to help. You've been upgraded to this offer. This is the best way to get started with us. Here's what you can do. If you have any question, we're here to help. Just let us know. This is a very powerful email because it will help you do something amazing, which is getting feedback, understanding why people are not buying right away, which is what you need to know to create the perfect welcome flow. And this is a perfect email to actually add into the mix. This is too often overlooked by companies. Then by SMS or by email, but the next step are a bit more classy, but it's going to be about a reminder of the offer, social, scientific proof as well, just to let them know that what you offer really works, your bestsellers, your main use cases, and then the last 2 emails you absolutely need to send as well are about urgency and scarcity. So usually the day before the first week, if your welcome flow is a week long, then it's going to be you just have 24 hours to do this. And the last day, it's your very last day to actually take advantage of this offer as well. And here you have a 7-day blueprint that you can adjust and adapt for you to really create a powerful welcome flow that will help you get more conversions. You'll see during the webinar, we review a lot of real life examples from top-notch companies. The main building blocks that we're seeing together are who you are, your mission, key benefits, what you're offering to your audience, the offer itself, bundle, discount, welcome kit, authority and proof, of course, community and VIP. That's something that we check with Nike and Onnit, for instance, just to make sure that you can make your audience feel welcomed for real. And then the last one is urgency and scarcity. Those are the 6 main content blocks you can play with. And that's it. During this webinar, we'll review in-depth example from companies like Athletic Greens, Clickup, Onnit, those, Hungryroot, and I'm missing one, which is HIMS as well. So only top-notch companies with top-notch practices as well regarding their welcome flow, a lot of insights to gather. So now you can access the whole webinar just after this video. I just wanted to say 2 quick things before. The first one is on Panoramata, we help you track all your competitors' welcome flows, of course. Plus, you'll have searches and amazing ways to actually find the right inspiration when it comes to creating your welcome flow and improving it over time. Fully automated, you don't have to do anything, and you have access of a gold mine of inspiration. Second thing, we do run webinars with Panoramata every 2 weeks. We post the replays here on this channel, so subscribe if you want. It's only about marketing, no BS, only practical advices and real life best practices that you can use. Yep, if you like this quick recap just before the real webinar replay, let me know in the comments. I'll try to do this again soon. Take care, and I'll leave you to the webinar. Bye-bye. I'm super happy to cover this topic today. It's a topic that we haven't covered in a long time, and I'm excited to actually bring some of the latest optimization best practices that we've identified over time on the perfect welcome flow. Today's goals, as usual, no BS, only practical advice, how to create the perfect welcome flow, the best practices that we've identified, what you should think about, what you should consider, what you should avoid. As well when it comes to really putting in place a welcome flow. If you're here, you probably know what's a welcome flow, or you have an idea, or maybe you're just curious and that's not the case and you haven't really think about this so far. A welcome flow, in a few words, and then we're going to move on the rest just right after, but the welcome flow is a marketing automation, usually email. It can exist as well on several channels, such as SMSs or push notifications as well, but it's an automation that happens when your audience is subscribing to your newsletter or triggering in some way their sign up into a specific audience list that you have specified in your CRM. It's the messages that you're sending to them once they do sign up, but only because they've signed up. So that excludes every single newsletter or specific communication or timely communication that you're sending in any given time. This is the sequence that's happening when someone basically signs up to your newsletter. Could be from the newsletter form, could be for a specific offer, could be from a diagnostic, or because they've done a last checkout, whatever. It's the sequence of message you're sending to everyone that appears in your CRM. This is a welcome flow. This is what we're going to cover today. We're going to take specific example for e-commerce mostly, even if not only, because there are good findings to find in other industries and other sectors as well. So when you set up your welcome flow, you have one goal, introducing your brand, of course, who you are. Even if someone signs up to your newsletter, you're not sure that they really got a grasp of everything that you do, everything that you can offer, everything that you have to offer to them as well, every single benefit. This sequence is a good reminder of doing this. But the main thing, the most important thing that you need when you're setting up your welcome flow, your main goal is to trigger a first purchase. That's the only thing that matters. If you know that you take a long time to convert someone new into a client, then your welcome flow is going to have to be long. It doesn't have to be time. It will need to cover all the time that takes to all the times needed to take a decision. If the decision to buy from you is quick, then your welcome flow has to be super concentrated into that time as well. Your sole goal when it comes to the welcome flow is to trigger a purchase. The cool thing is, most people, when they do sign up on your newsletters, is because they're interested. Otherwise, they won't do it as well. So they have expectations. And this is what we're going to cover during this webinar, because this is the exact topic that you need to keep in mind when it comes to creating the perfect welcome flow. Your perfect welcome flow is you need to understand, you need to figure out what expectations have your audience when they do sign up to your newsletter, what they're expecting, what they'd like to see, and what they do need in order to convert into a client. This is the main thing. If you figure this out and if you try enough things regarding exactly this, then your welcome flow is going to convert at a perfect rate. We're going to see a few examples here. Let's go there already. We're going to check a few examples here, but those are the main criteria that comes when it comes to creating the perfect welcome flow. Which channels do you need to use? Which timing do you need to set up? How many emails do you need to send over which period of time? And then those are content opportunities here. You need to explain who you are. People might forget right away. The main benefits you can offer to them. And offers, this one is key. We're going to spend a lot of time on the offers as well, but really, what do you need to send to your prospect, to your leads, in order for them to convert? Do they need a discount code or do they need something else? This is what we need to figure out. Authority, community, social proof, VIP, community sense as well. Those are the main content pieces that you need to put in place together within your welcome flow in the right order to make sure that you can optimize all your chances from someone signing up to your newsletter into being a client. If you have any question during this webinar, of course, go ahead. I'm monitoring the chat here at the same time. Our goal today is going to review those criteria, those variables here, to make sure that you can identify what do you need to create your perfect welcome flow. And I'm reassuring you right now, we're going to take dozens of examples together and reviewing them during this call, so I can show you how real brands doing this correctly for each one of these criteria here, and how you can apply this for yourself as well. So again, recapping here for the newcomers, your sole goal when it comes to having your welcome flow, indeed, it's to convert the new sign up into a client. For this, you need to understand what they do need in order to become a client. And it's 90% of the cases around these circles. Before diving into the content itself, the emails, the SMSs, the notifications themselves, and the sequence, I wanted to tackle right away the main two questions that we usually do receive when it comes to the welcome flow. The first one is the timing. And as I've said at the very beginning, the timing itself depends on your companies. If you're, I'm going to take a silly example, but still it makes sense. If you're selling a boat, purchasing a boat takes weeks, months. Your welcome flow shouldn't last a week. It should take much longer, because the time that we need to take a decision, it lasts longer. If you're an e-commerce store with an AOV between $30 and $150, then the time that we do need to take a decision is much lower. And within a week, you should have closed the sale. When we're looking at, I'm going to say this way, but classic e-commerce companies selling products that are not hundreds of thousands of dollars, the best companies are using a touch point every day for between 5 and 7 days. There's very few companies doing more than this. There's almost no successful company doing less than this as well. This is your benchmark. At least one touch point
every day for at least 5 to 7 days. Less than this, there are two things. Less than this, you won't be able to convey your message effectively. You'll miss stuff. You'll miss some criteria around this circle. You'll miss some things that some part of your audience need in order to become a client. And you'll miss opportunities because when people are window shopping and actually subscribing to several newsletters when they're looking for the best solution for their need, you'll be less active than your competitors, you'll miss sales, and they'll gain sales over you if you're doing less than them. So the timing, 90% of the cases, each time that we do ask us this question and the answer is clear and straightforward there, one touch point every day, between 5 and 7 days at the minimum. That's the benchmark. As to which offer do you need to do on your welcome flow, we have a lot of companies. I guess it's more than the average. It's like 80% of the companies that we're seeing on the platform are actually sending offers that are around the mark of 10% for your first purchase. This is a good benchmark to start with. If you're not doing anything and if you're wondering which offer you need to do, this is the best one. 10% for the first purchase is the best one. The thing is, if you need to improve this, or if you want to be a bit smarter and really try to understand what do you need to do there, it's not only about the discount code you want to set. Maybe you don't want to discount anything as well, and that's totally possible. The question is, you need to identify the best deal your client expect, your leads expect in order to become a client. So it might be a discount. For most companies, it is a discount because you want to try something. You want a deal in order to try a new product for a new brand that you haven't tried before. So a discount is a good way to go. But it could be a specific product or a specific bundle or a specific service offer around the product that you're selling as well. In order to find the right one, the way to think about this is really to understand the main feedbacks and the main blockers your leads might have when they see your website for the first time. Maybe it's a free shipping option. Then free shipping is definitely an offer that's part of your welcome flow. Maybe they're worried about the proof, the social proof or the scientific proof, or if it really works. Then maybe it's a consultation that they need. I mean, there are tons of stuff that you could do around this, but the real way to find the right offer that you need to put forward in your welcome flow is the main blockers. When someone discovers your brand, try to become a client for the first time, what is the thing that is actually blocking them? It's something that most brands have already identified. It's one of the best things that you should actually include in your product page as well. Good news is it's also something that should be here on your welcome flow, because someone signing up on your newsletter, not converting right away, something's blocking them. You might not know. Usually there's something that's 80% of the cases. That's your main offer for the welcome flow. Again, 10% discount is usually the easiest because people might be looking for a deal, and that actually might make sure that we can close them in the most easiest way. But at the same time, it's usually not enough. There's more to it. All right. If that makes sense so far, I wanted to take some time to review some examples already all together. I'm going to, again, take this circle here and review how the best brands are reviewing this circle all together. Let me just zoom here so we'll have the plan all here. Okay, all right. First company that I wanted to review all together is called Athletic Greens, AG1, super active company, a company that's doing a great job in the e-com world. Can I close this? All right, let's keep it this way. The main thing that they're doing well, that not a lot of companies are doing for several reasons, but still, is the way that they're mixing several channels in their own welcome flow. So here you can see that they have the very first email. When you do sign up to their newsletter, you're going to receive this first email right away with a comparison. For the people who don't know, what AG1 is offering is a all-in-one vitamin drink that gives you and vitamins and probiotic, but all-in-one vitamins. And here you go. The first thing that they do is their main proposition value right away in their very first email. It's the comparison that just gives you how they feel everything against the others. Plus, of course, reassurance, which is key when it comes to welcome flow. So you have the very first email here right away. The choice is easy. You can see right away that the main thing that's triggering for their audience an action is the comparison. And that says it all. It says, we do everything the others are not. So that's the first one. And then you can see that the frequency is this right away. You have at least one touch point every single day for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 days exactly. So you can see that they're mixing, and that's the best practice that I wanted to highlight today, emails and SMS. And here you go. You have the first email, you have the first SMS right away. There's no offer, as you can see. There's just the welcome kit, but the classic one. Then the day after, what they do is they do reinforce the offer with a monetary message right away to insist on the discount itself. As you see here, with a clear offer of 3-year supply of vitamin, then pricing, just to make sure that people can understand how much money they'll be saving when they do use AG1 versus all the others. Then after those first 3 days, after these first 2 days, what they're doing is mostly clinical, scientific, and social proof to ensure that the audience understand that it works. So you can see that the very first 1 day, here's what we do, here's how it works. Then a very strong offer, just reassuring and insisting on the monetary discount. And then it's about social proof, clinical proof, what we do, how does it work, the proof that it works. Here are some figures that prove that it works for you. That could be you in 3 months, actually. Again, you'll have the monetary discount again with the savings that they're potentially making when you become a client. And again, social proof, social proof, social proof again. So you can see that for AG1 in the supplement business, and I've explained so what they're doing, you have what we do, how do we compare against the others, monetary discount, and right away you have social, clinic, and scientific proof right away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8 touch point in 8 days exactly. That was the first one that I wanted to feature. The main thing here is, of course, the split, but also the main insight to get there is mix several channels and make sure that you can ensure you have more and more touch points that are open for your leads. Then I also wanted to highlight Clickup. This is a non-e-commerce example, but I do like them for a very specific reason that could be applied for pretty much every single business in their welcome flow. Here we go. So you can see you have you have 7 touch points in a lot of different ways. And the main thing that I wanted to highlight here was the way that they're conveying the benefits of the platform. Keep everything in one tab, open up to a new era of productivity, Clickup hierarchy, 15 ways to visualize your work. So you can see that they're really highlighting everything that you can achieve with those with the platform. But the thing that I really do like, and that's important, and it's done also by e-commerce companies, but I wanted to make sure to highlight it with the non-e-commerce companies, is they give several voices and they make the team participate in the welcome flow so you can discover the team behind the company. Usually people subscribing to a newsletter, they're interested by your offers. You don't buy just because you have a good deal. You also buy because you want to be part of something. It's something that we're going to cover with other companies after as well. Putting your team forward, putting human faces, not only the CEO, but the person who are, building the products, shipping the products, answering the questions. Those are ways you can humanize your brand and make sure to convey much more all the values that you have into your welcome flows and build a real relationship between your company and the client as well. So really don't be afraid when you're talking about the support that you can offer or how the shipment works and all the logistics or whatever the main benefits that you do have, or the product guy within your company that is building and testing the products. Make sure that you can humanize those features that you can offer that you can offer to your audience. And it's a perfect way to really build a strong bond between actually any company and its audience as well. Also, Clickup is great when it comes to conveying the benefits of the platform towards their audience right away. It's really about not the features, but the benefits that your audience is expecting from your product. You don't, in a welcome flow world, you don't do something, it's people that are receiving something. This is what you need to insist and what you need to really focus on when it comes to the welcome flow. So this is a great example here. Next one that I wanted to highlight is Nike. I'm going to feature it with Onnit actually just right away because they match well and well together. So here for Nike, we have a sequence of 5 emails, which is good, which are happening in 7 days. So you have 0, 1, 1, 1, then 3. And the cool thing about Nike is really the sense of you're part of a community and the VIP level, the VIP messaging that they do convey towards their welcome flow. We know Nike, you know Nike, every single person knows about Nike. The goal of Nike in this welcome flow to make sure that they can, again, that's their own goal, more purchases. They have a lot of offerings, but the only thing that they're looking after is more purchases. How they're doing this is making sure to make you feel like a VIP. It's about your Nike experience. It's about insider access. It's about the app. It's about every single thing that Nike can add to your life. They let you know by putting the audience forward and by really making the audience be part of something and making them feel like VIPs again. There's one offer, but I don't highlight it that much, which is free shipping on order $50 plus. But it's really about the make it your own. You're a Nike member. You're part of the club. And it's really what they do offer as it's here as well. Just for you, again, really, you're special. That's what Nike is telling you within the whole welcome flow here. It's, hey, you've subscribed to Nike newsletter. It's great. You're special. We're here for you. And that's exactly what they're doing this here. What's the make moves in the Nike app? I'm not a super fan of this subject line, to be honest. But still, it's still about the, hey, we're doing exclusive stuff for you. And that's the message Nike is having there. It's a super important message to convey in any welcome flow as well. People have made the effort to actually sign up to your newsletters. They gave you their email address. They gave you a part of their attention. That's more and more expensive nowadays. So it's really about rewarding that attention that they're giving, this personal data that they just gave you, this link, this bond that they're creating. It's about making sure that you are evaluating this enough and conveying this here as well. You can see that you have really almost no specific offers on their welcome flow. The goal is really to build a bond, and that's key when it comes to the welcome flow as well. It's also the case for Onnit. Again, here we're on a supplement company as well, also selling sport gear. But here you go. It's not random here that the subject line is welcome to the tribe. You're now a part of the Onnit tribe. It's the sense of community that they're conveying in their welcome flow, because by signing up to their newsletter, you're a part of something. You're not just another email in an email list. You're part of a movement. You're part of a community. You're part, as they say, of a tribe. And that's exactly that they do. And they try to build the community right away here. But again, exactly what we've said at the beginning. What they do, join their different channels as well, buy it right away as well, and then social proof as well. But welcome to the tribe is a super important and goal in every single welcome flow. Just make sure that people are part of something bigger than just a discount code. They should be part of something. There's also a very popular, I'll show it after maybe, by Allbirds, which is another shoe company. The welcome to, and then a specific keyword that describes your community is a super popular subject line here. Allbirds use the welcome to the flock because they sell lightweight shoes. And the welcome to the flock is a perfect subject line as well because it says it all. You're part of something bigger than you. bigger than the company. You're part of a community that is unique because here you go. So welcome to the tribe. And again, they do this sense of community and this sense of exclusivity is here for the very first two emails. So you have the welcome to the tribe, and then interesting, 4 hours later, you've been upgraded for a limited time. So here again, you make them feel like a VIP. That's how Onnit and Nike welcome flow are quite similar, even if this one is much more conversion driven, but still, you sign up, welcome to the tribe. 4 hours later, you're upgraded for a limited time, and you have a specific discount code that you can use to save 20% on your first purchase. This is a great example. This is a great way of starting your welcome flow. 2 emails, one right away, one a bit after. And there's something interesting here as well that you should include in yours. A lot of companies are doing this. Not everyone. The one doing this usually always have great results. It's within your welcome flow. Make sure to include a lightweight email, almost a plain text email at the middle. Onnit is doing this well. I would even have an advice for them here, which is be quicker to the point, remove the logo, just make sure that you're receiving an email from someone real offering help. And here they're a bit too much about the offer, but at the same time, they have the discount, so I understand. And they have the customer service team. But I've seen wonderful results of sending an email a few hours after the first one. You've been upgraded with a specific offer, but really like a Gmail plain text style email, like it was sent by someone. Hey, blah, blah, blah. We're here to help. If you need anything, just reply to this email and we can help you get the best of Onnit, advise you on which first product you should get, that kind of stuff. We send a plain text email just designed to gather feedback. Those are emails that are maybe not designed to sell a lot, but there's an amazing feature to those emails. You'll instantly know and understand what's blocking the first purchase. I cannot count the amount of companies where the replies were, oh, I need 24 hours shipping, or whatever, I need a discount, I need to pay by PayPal. I don't know if this works in my use case. And those are feedbacks and learnings you can get and then apply on your product pages, in your welcome flow, because then you know that the people signing up, they have this that question or that question, and getting those questions right away helps you inform what you should feature in your welcome flow. The cool thing though on the offers here, which is great though by Onnit, is that they have those 4 products highlighted, which is a bit too much, but still, but that should be the main 4 products that they're actually selling, maybe 80 or 90% of the sales that they're making. So it's a great way to feature them right away, explain what they do, who is it for, and that's a perfect second email that you're sending to someone as well. Then of course, they do have the next 3 emails after, again, 1 every day. The timing is something certain. So 1 every day here, a reminder of the offer and the discount code that they had. Why do you need 20% and soon? They do miss something here, which is the social proof. But the very beginning, the first 2 emails were super important here because they're very well done. Great. Wanted to say totally other industry. Food. This is a great flow as well. Here you can see that we have a flow of, again, 8 emails, 1 every single day for 8 days. The cool thing here that's interesting is the value proposition itself. It's fun. You can see that the very first email is featuring meal planning and grocery shopping crust. So the main proposition value is clear enough and clear right away in the very first email. And the main thing that I wanted to highlight here as well is the offer. That's a best practice that you can have as well. It's to have a first offer highlighted, of course, in the content of the email, within the CTAs and everything, but also have it just here right away. When people are looking at the logo, they should see the offer popping up. And you can see that they're doing this in every single email part of their welcome flow. Why? because that's the first thing that someone should be seeing when they receive an email in this sequence. Because if they're in this sequence, they just signed up. They're within their first week of discovering what Hungryroot does, and they should see the offer right away. So again, what's great here, if we want to have a deeper look into the journey, the main thing that I wanted to highlight is proposition value, be fun, and the offer, put it forward. But it's again the main proposition value. What do we do? Pretty much that could be the very first email. It's just repeating the first email in another way in case you didn't understand it the first time. It's all about repetition anyway, so they are doing great. And then we're getting into much more the social proof way of conveying the offer. Again, they're redoing the discount there. Again, the comparison table, so you can see the same pattern from one brand to another. But again, that's what you can see here to comparison. And yeah, so great welcome flow from Hungryroot here. I'm gonna move. I can see that we're moving on the right time, so I'm gonna go a bit quicker. I'm gonna focus on the last two ones that I wanted to share. The first one is those. Again, here the offer should be here right away. It should be super visible. It's great to have it there. The offer is important. That means simply something. When people are signing up, they expect a discount. If your form just highlight get a 10% discount by leaving your email, then the discount is the very first thing your audience should be seeing in the email. Then the cool thing about them here is the social proof. You can see there's social proof right away here, there as well. And the important thing that I wanted to highlight as well in this one, again, here we have 5 emails during 5 days, is when the offer is closing, when we're gathering towards the end of the welcome flow, the last day, the day before, then remind the people that there's actually an offer that's going to expire soon. And those are emails when you'll get a ton of sale. I cannot still understand why the other companies don't actually have this. This works super well. And then the very last example that I wanted to highlight today, this is a bit specific, but this is between healthcare, skincare, and medicine as well. If that's something important in your business, and it might be, here again, this HIMSS welcome flow is perfect. It's great. You have 5 emails sent within 9 days. You have social proof, of course. You also have great ways of featuring all the company, what the company can do. So that was the very first thing that we reviewed together in this webinar. And then you have exactly the same thing that we've seen with Clickup, someone taking a stand, have someone from the team really speaking and really humanize the brand. Here, it's important to hear about the chief medical officer at HIMSS. That's exactly what they do. They send a very simple email of the doctor taking a stand and saying what's actually important. You can see that there's no offer, no social proof, no discount, no whatever. There's just a doctor, the chief medical officer at HIMSS, taking a stand and explaining the value of HIMSS, what they do, and then how they do it, and how you can get started to actually make the most of what they do have to offer. And then we get back to much more classic emails here, explaining, again, how it works, and then the science behind everything there. And that was it for the examples. All right, all good. Last thing I wanted to share is all these examples that we've seen right away together. They all exist on a platform called Panoramata. This is a platform that actually allows you to track your competitors right away in a click. You don't have to do anything, and here you'll see everything that the companies that I'm following are doing. I can have access to their flows, to their ads, to their SMSs, to the landing pages as well. Save them. The platform is great at tracking what your competitors are doing and helping you figuring out ways to actually outperform them. And we have whole sections dedicated to flows, to welcome flows as well. There's even this that I like, which is a section dedicated to researching the best welcome flow on the platform. So if we're here and we want to have a look at all the best welcome flow in the fashion industry, we've checked marked, but you want to have a view at all the best welcome flow in the fashion industry in a few clicks, you can actually get them here right away. and it works super well. So here, another supplement one. Here we go on the fashion ones as well. And you can see how it's done, which emails, which SMS they're sending right away. The platform is great at helping you managing your CRM strategy, your advertising strategy, your marketing strategy overall. If you have any question about the platform, about this topic, as well about the welcome flow in particular, don't hesitate to reach out here on the platform. You can reach out to me on LinkedIn as well. You probably have my email if you signed up too. I'm going to take a minute after this webinar to make sure to wrap up and send you a recap of everything that we've discussed with not the slides, because there are no slides today, but just a comprehensive way of the main questions that we've checked together. Thank you for tuning in. I'm going to stay for a few more minutes here just to make sure everything's okay. If you have any question, please stay, please ask. I'm here to help. And otherwise, all good. Have a wonderful day, and wherever you are in the world, take care. Bye-bye.